Ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who...
And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Back into the middle. Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kukçu! And he's managed to get free. Kukçu! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That pass has been well intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. O'Reilly. Now it's Saviola. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. It's Saviola! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, that's a fine interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. O'Reilly.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Kukçu! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Saka. Rooney chasing after it. Kukçu. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Saviola. Now it's Simons. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Saviola. Hakimi makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get it through? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Neves. Always onto this. And the shot's on here. Saviola! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedri has given away a free kick. And this is Rooney. He's beaten the line. It's Rooney! Goal! Inter! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? João Neves. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. Doué. Pedri. And it's Simons. Kupchu. Ambitious ball here. He's just misjudged that one. O'Reilly. João Neves. Xavi Simons. Gabriel. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Kupchu. Very nicely done. And the half-time whistle goes. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Numero 18, Rooney.
Here's the start of the second half.
Numero 11. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Albert Ferrer, the man we've all come to watch. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Beckham. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. No way through. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Kupchu looking to penetrate opposition lines. Albert Ferrer. It's Camavinga. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Van Basten. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2, then.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Lewandowski. Camavinga. And that's been won straight back. Hakimi. Kupchu tries to dink it through. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Palmer. Plays it in low. Oh, that was vital. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Vardiol cuts out the pass. Beckham, great vision. And this is Van Basten. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. And he cuts out the supply. Palmer. And the counter is on. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now that's well seen too. That's a sharp pass. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Rijkaard. Saka. He's got away. Fires it in low. Palmer.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that is a little undercooked. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Pedri. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. Tries a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's going in strongly.
Kirkchu. Played back in. Good read, needed to be. And here's Van Basten. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Saviola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gabriel, always a very imposing presence at the back. Saka. He's through, it's Lewandowski!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Palmer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally.